Florida is ending mandatory vaccinations. So what does this mean for school kids? Let me explain. This week, Florida's governor and Surgeon General announced a plan to eliminate mandatory vaccinations for school kids. This would make Florida the first U.S. state to remove long-standing vaccine requirements in over 45 years. Currently, Florida law requires school children from kindergarten through 12th grade to receive a series of vaccinations just to attend school. Some of these vaccines are put into place through administrative actions, and some vaccines, like polio, are actually written into the Florida statute. At this point, it appears that the governor has notified the health department that they can rescind the administrative vaccination requirements. But to rescind vaccinations that are written into the statute, the legislature has to repeal those statutes in the legislative session in January. There's already talk of legal challenges from parents of immunocompromised children, school nurses, teachers, and unions citing risks to vulnerable populations and potential violations of constitutional rights or equal protection laws. But what does this really mean for the kids? One side argues that without vaccine mandates, more kids might enter classrooms unvaccinated, raising the likelihood of outbreaks of diseases that have been under control for years, like measles, whooping cough, or polio. The other side says it isn't an issue, since in Florida, only about 88% of kindergartners were up to date on their immunizations in 2025 versus roughly 92% nationally, because Florida already has built-in exemptions for vaccinations for medical or religious purposes. But wait, there's more. This policy change isn't just limited to school kids. This could potentially affect a much wider segment of the population to include college students and elderly residents in nursing homes. What's your position on vaccines? Should they continue to be mandatory, or is it everyone's right to decide what goes into their body and what risks they're willing to accept for their own health? Let me know in the comments. If you like quick legal analysis, follow me. If you're hurt and it's someone else's fault, call, text, or message me. I'm Pete Sardis, your personal injury lawyer.